right. More awesome cuts from this album. Okay, that's my motivation song for you folks. Work it harder, faster, better, stronger. Maybe not faster, but work harder. Okay, I know you folks are working real hard for me, and I appreciate that. So let's keep it going. Okay, so rules for writing covalent and polar covalent Lewis structures. Fantastic. We're going to get into it. So I got some rules here for you. I'm going to go through these briefly, and then I'm going to show you how we apply them. Okay? Sorry, I'm making sure I got a stopwatch going so I don't talk too long. Okay, so first, rule number one, sum the valence electrons from all the atoms. Don't worry about which has which. Just add them all up, okay? And so I'm going to go through examples of this. So we'll see examples of how to do it. So add up all the valence electrons, okay? And keep track of what the sum. Keep track of that sum. So then we use a pair of electrons to form a bond between each pair of bound atoms. Okay, great. And that pair of electrons we're going to use from our sum. So that sum that we come up with, we're going to distribute all those electrons around. All right. Every time we want to make a bond, we have to use two of those electrons. The atom with the greatest bonding capacity is the central atom. Okay, so what does that mean? So bonding capacity, let me back up here and go to this figure, okay? These are really related to bonding capacity, okay? So in other words, if I look at something like neon, neon has no bonding capacity whatsoever. It has the octet rule, okay? But now if let's say I was comparing carbon and fluorine. Carbon has a lot more bonding capacity than does fluorine. So carbon only has 4 valence electrons. It can take 4 more, okay? Fluorine has 7 valence electrons. It can only take 1 more. So carbon has the larger bonding capacity than fluorine, okay? And so that is the atom that's going to make the central atom. Whichever one in the pair, right, when you're making your molecule with your Lewis structure, the one with the greatest bonding capacity will be the central atom. So we arrange the remaining electrons from our sum around everything to satisfy the duet rule for hydrogen and the octet rule for second row elements. So for now, let's just say for everything else, as lone pairs. Okay. And then Clark's rule for multiple bonds. So we'll get there soon. So for now, this is just the simple Lewis structures. Okay. But we're going to build upon these simple Lewis structures to get into the more complicated ones. So for now, we're just going to look at rules 1 through 4. All right.